for a single candidate in a presidential election. But as you know, this all comes down to the handful now of battleground states, which includes a couple of Midwestern states.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to give it about, let's say 3 minutes before we get started.
After the presidency, much easier than a president's mail-in ballots, the key in those states, and likely to have the final say on who becomes president. Former Vice President Joe Biden now closely eyeing a new title, President-elect. The mail-in ballots that his campaign had encouraged supporters to use.
Oh, we gotta see your upper
So
body.
what we're going to ask you as you're coming on the line, please, if you have background noise, could you please mute your line?
Confidence the election finish line is within his sight. It's clear that we're winning enough states to reach 270 electoral
Miss
votes.
Iola.
Okay, I'm trying to do it.
Okay, my dear.
Well, I am here to report.
See, mute it. How do I mute it?
We believe
It's a little microphone. It might be on your lower left-hand corner. You see that mic? Just click on it. There you go. Well, you unmuted it again. I can mute everybody. Okay, there you go, Iola. Good evening, everyone. You might want to speak to one another. We got still 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half. Is that Claudia I see out there? I think so. One more minute to go. I'm going to just get my screen set up so we can get started. So what I'm about to do is 6:03, and I'm going to go on and get started as we still have people coming on. I'm still going to get us started so I can be respectful of the people that were here on time. I'm going to mute the line. Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. I'm excited to be here. My name is Phyllis Nash, and I am the one of the co-founders as well as the Chief Sales Officer here at Wakana. And so before I get started, hold on. Before getting started, I always like to ask a few questions. And this question I want everybody to really think about. If Apple computer, or if Facebook, or Microsoft, or hey, Amazon told you in their second year of business that you could share in 1% of their gross revenue for the lifetime of the company, how many of you think you would have done that and taken that opportunity? And if you had, you probably would not be on the phone with us today, okay? So I want you to have that mindset as we're going to talk about what we're doing here at Wakana. We're creating legacy. We had that in our plan from day one. We want you guys and everybody that comes through Wakana to have the opportunity to leave legacy for their children, for their children's children, something that we're supposed to do anyway. And so leaving a legacy means you have to do a lot of achieving of goals. And in Wakana, we have ranks that you can hit. And diamond is our highest rank. And so this month, we know, just because of why you're on the phone today, there will be a lot of people in Wakana that will hit the rank of diamond, simply because this opportunity that we have in the month of February never happens. It only happens once a year. And I could say maybe we'll have it another year, possibly two, but after that, it will be shut out forever. Forever. So let's get started. We have right now an opportunity for you to become a founder with Wakana. And this is the Founders Pack Dispensary. In that dispensary, you're going to pay $1,599.95. Now, this is the early bird special. It started on November 4th, and it's going to go through November 15th. This is the early bird. And it's for new distributors. This pack here is for new distributors. And there's a maximum of 2 that any person that's new can buy this time. But the first one is $15.99. The second one is not $15.99, but we're going to get to that. But in that pack, you're going to get some of our most popular products. You're going to get our broad spectrum gummies, our power gummies, our power hempranium, one of our leading tinctures, our CBD topical relief rollerball, hemp powered hair, our pre-rolls, our extreme pain relief, and our new Wakana Old Body Oil. Both men and women are going to love it. And you have packaging so that you can sample, because from personal experience, I know if you sample our products, you're going to either attract a customer or a business partner. And you get to have the ability to provide 20 meals for families in Chicago that are in need. Now, you're paying $1,599.95, but guess what, guys? Hold on to your hats, because what happens? You're going to get paid back $200 back to you as the purchaser. That just brought your pack down to $13.99. You're also going to get $200 in loyalty points. What are loyalty points? Loyalty points can be used to purchase product from your website. So that just brought it down another $200. Now you're at $1199.95. Guys, just look at it this way. If you put $1,600, because we're nickel shy of $1,600 in the bank, you would not get $400 back in a year. That you would not get that kind of return on your money. Plus, you're going to be able to go out and resell this product. You can use some for your family, but you're definitely going to go resell your product, gaining your money back and some profit. So how amazing can you get? Plus, this puts you in position to be a founder at Wakana. Again, remember my opening question. What would you have said if Apple asked you to share in the gross revenue? Gross means before any bills are paid. This is pretty exciting. You can tell I'm excited, and I do this presentation at least twice every day. And so guess what? You can even get started for as little as 50% down. It's available on the $15.99 pack. So if you have to put $15.99 down, and mind you, this is the special offering, pre-sale early bird special, only started on November 1st, goes through November the 15th. And the balance must be paid by the end of the year. Here's another wealth principle, using other people's money. Because if you get half of your product, you can go out there and market it, get your money back, get people to come on board in business with you, and definitely have used that product to go back and by the end of the year and pay for your other half. Of course, you can pay for it at all at one time, but we do have that option for you. And if it's going to give you the full crown jewel benefits, you'll be able to be paid as a sapphire for 6 months. If you guest on the line might not know that, but distributors knows that it is important, because if you're being paid as a sapphire, you're not leaving money on the table. And guys, last but not least, you're going to get started in a business if you're brand new. And that means what? A business is a tax deduction. So you have a tax write-off too. It can't get any sweeter than that. So now let's take a look and see who should purchase this pack. Well, the people that should purchase this pack, it's going to depend on how you get started. If you've never joined or gotten started in Wakana, then this definitely is the pack that you start with at $15.99.95. But if you started with a free test drive, a stimulus dispensary pack, a millennial pack, or a personal dispensary, this would also be the option for you. And you are eligible to get a second pack, $7.99.95. And you're wondering, why would I want to do that? Well, that gives you more shares in the revenue pool. Isn't that exciting? So yes, what the people that bought last year are able to have up to 3 packs. If this is your first time, you have the eligibility to have 2 packages. So now that second pack again is $7.99.95. So let's see here. And in this example, it shows you by buying one of those packs, you're going to get paid as a sapphire. And see, it normally would mean that you and your team would have to do $10,000 in 1 calendar month to be paid as a sapphire. But by buying the Founders Pack, you escalate to that sapphire pack. Is that pretty exciting? You advance to sapphire. Again, getting paid on 6 levels of people getting started in your business. And you're wondering, what does levels mean? So example, you sponsor this person. You sponsor somebody that came into the business. They bought a Founders Pack also. They went out and sponsored this person. They went out and sponsored this person. That person went over here, down 6 levels. Now, mind you, you only sponsored 1, but you get paid on all those levels simply because you have a Founders Pack that pays you as a sapphire. Otherwise, this would be all you would be eligible for, level 1 and level 2, and you would have to qualify for level 3. This is, you can't get any better than this, not leaving any money on the table. We've had quite a few of rank advancements here at Wakana in the last month. If those people hadn't come in at the sapphire level, they would have left a lot of money on the table because their teams are growing like overnight, unbelievably. So again, if you are below the level of sapphire, you are paid on your personal retail sales plus just 2 more levels, okay? Being a sapphire allows you to get paid on all 6 of these levels. And you can activate, well, I talked about activating that on your 3rd level. Again, 6 levels down, then this is the example of you getting 2 people. You told 2 people to then shared in the business. They came in, you get paid on 2 people, 6 levels down. Guys, that becomes pretty exciting. See, those are paid as a sapphire through the purchase of this pack. And they don't even have to worry about that 75 monthly order to activate level 3, because again, you're going to be paid 6 levels down for 6 months. Now you can purchase this pack now through November 15th, 2020 via check, cashier's check, and receive 2,000 points. 2,000 points instead of the normal 1,600 in points. So the 2,000 points you're going to get between November 1st and November 15th if you purchase this $15.99 pack. And what does points give you? Well, points is what help you to advance, to rank advance. We're not talking about the CV. We're talking about PE, which is points earned. And points earned help you advance to the next level. Being a sapphire means you have to have 10,000 in PE, personal points earned, to be a qualified sapphire. Well, just think about this. If you introduce this to 5 people and they all get started at $15.99, you are now a qualified sapphire, which opens up another income stream for you guys. It's pretty exciting. And if you pay the 50% down, you will receive half of the points now, the other half when you pay, as well as half of the product now. So how does the pack help you rank advance? I kind of just told you that, but let's put it up. In your back office, if you're an existing person in the business, you can click on My Team and go down to Data Viewer. And you're going to look right here. Hold on. You're going to look right here, and this is going to be the points earned. So just look at this example right here. This person has 55,178.16 points earned. Now, to become an emerald in our company, it takes 50,000 points earned. Well, and a 50% rule applies, but we'll talk about that later. But this person would be an emerald, okay? This is where you look to find out how your points are earned. Now, a 50% rule applies, which means one person can't be responsible for this 55,000, one leg. It has to be 2 or more people that you personally sponsor. So how do you find that out? Well, when you come to this data viewer in the back, right above the date is a space for your ID number. So when you come to your back office, your ID number is in there. When you put the dates that you want to look at the volume from right here, it'll show you what you've done to date in the month. But say this person says 55,000, I just hope I have at least 2 people doing this so that I can hit emerald. So your team's ID numbers can be found right over here under distributors. You can put their number in there and find out what they have done. So just think about this. If Eric put Mooney's number in here and Mooney had did 25,000, and then Eric went over and put Sam's number in here and Sam had did 25,000, that's 50,000. That means that the 50% rule applies and he is an emerald. Exciting, right? So that's how you do that. We'll do more training on that, but that's what PE is, and that's how you rank advance. Now, what if you want to pay with a credit card? Well, you can pay with a credit card, but if you're paying with a credit card from November 1st through November 15th, you must pay a 5% fee to cover that credit merchant account cost. Some people, that's why we say checks, money order, or personal checks. And if it's a personal check, it must clear before your product is given out. So if you wait until November 27th, that is actually Black Friday, then you can receive 800 points instead of 1,000 points if you were to buy that $7.99 pack. And you can use your credit card with no extra no penalties of the 5%. But if you want to pay now and get that 1,000 points for that $7.99 pack or 2,000 points for that $15.99 pack, you have to pay an extra 5% on top of that plus your taxes. And when you utilize your e-wallet, you must contact customer service. Another thing you can do if you want to use that e-wallet, when you write your check or get your cashier's check, in the memo, let them know that you want to use your e-wallet funds. Say you might have 500 in there. You wrote the check for $1,099 plus tax. Let them know that you're using your $500 that you have in your e-wallet to complete your package. Now we come to our $7.99 pack. Our $7.99 pack, of course, you don't get as much product, but you still get the same products. You get $100 cash back to the purchaser, plus you get $100 in loyalty points. So we just took that $7.99.95 down to $5.99.95. Again, you don't get a better deal than that. And if someone starts with you in the business, you get paid out $50 in commission plus $50 loyalty points. Again, this is the price from November the 1st through the 15th. Again, the max is 2 packs. If you're a first time for existing Crown Jewel owners, is 2 packs maximum. You might have gotten 1 last year. You can buy 2 more this year. Okay, so who's eligible for this one? Let's take a look. Those who purchase a full Crown Jewel dispensary and/or existing founders. So you see who's eligible for this. The same 6 months paid as a Sapphire applies. And your existing founders are eligible to add an additional share. If people bought last year, you are able to have a total of 3. Plus, you're going to get the 6 months paid as a Sapphire. Okay? All of the same things apply through the 1st through the 15th. That has to come in a check form for you. After the 15th, what happens? Well, if you miss November 15th deadline, we will accept a postmark that shows that it was mailed by the 15th. And for those who opt to purchase on Black Friday, the same price applies for Black Friday, but you won't receive 1,000 points. You'll receive 800 points on the $7.99 pack and 1,600 points for the $15.99 pack. And the price increases by $50 on November 28th. Okay, but you can use a credit card at that time if you like. All the other things apply. You still get the money back, the $200 back, and the $200 in loyalty points on the $1,600 pack, $100 back, but that's the price changes. But the most important thing, guys, is I know people that have already qualified for Sapphire just by going out and selling this pre-sale because, hey, what makes it a lot easier? And when you hit Sapphire, you open up a whole nother income stream for yourself. And I want you to know that each and every person that you know, you should let know about this. I have so many people that tell me, hey, I don't want to be in the business, but if you ever have any investors, well, this isn't an investment. They still get product. They can use the product. They can even share it. They can give it away if they want to. But the thing is, they will be a founder that can share in the gross revenue of our company for the life of the company. And so right here, they just showing a quick example of someone who is missing out on 6 levels of commission simply because they never did anything. They got in, they signed up a couple of people, but those people went out and signed up. And guess what? He would have been he had a possibility of being a Ruby here with our company. So again, unlike most compensation plans where you have to balance legs, when you are paid as a Sapphire, you automatically override 6 levels. And the Founders Pack also activates that Sapphire status. I've said that over and over again. I know you heard that, but I want that to sink in because that's very meaningful. And so purchase now through November 15th via checks or cashier's checks and receive 1,000 points instead of the normal 800 if you're purchasing the $7.99 pack. And with each pack, there is a 3 customer requirement. So that's how you get paid. That's how you participate in getting your shares and being paid quarterly as a group, 1% share in 1% of the total company's revenue, gross revenue. I'm going to answer this because it's someone that knows that I'm doing this, so it must be important. So hold on a second. Okay, so with each pack, there's a 3 customer requirement. Now, I've been in companies where in order to be part of the founders group, you would have to have 5 customers a month, and each of those customers would have to pay at least spend $75 on your website. Here at Wakana, that is not the case. I don't know if any program that this is this sweet, okay? From now through all of 2021, those same 3 customers monthly will satisfy your customer requirements. This is huge. This means that instead of, say you bought 2 packs, normally you would need 6 customers to qualify for those shares each month. But what we're giving you is you can have 3 customers, and no matter if you have 2 packs or 3, those 3 same customers will satisfy all your customer qualifications for all the packs that you have all the way through December of 2021. Guys, this is huge. And this goes for only the people that do the pre-sale, that do the pre-sale, the ordering the 1st through the 15th. Now, checks are payable. I'm going to give you a minute to write that down. Checks are payable to Wakana LLC, care of founding members, 411 East 35th Street, and that's Chicago, Illinois, 60616. And available for those that have ordered from the 1st through the 15th, got in on the pre-sale. If you're in the Chicagoland area, you can pick up your order on November the 20th. If you're out of state, we will ship those orders out November 23rd. Once the 15th hits, you will not be able to order these packs until Black Friday. So again, a lot of people think that you have to go on the site and order it. They're not on the site now. You're pre-ordering the 1st through the 15th. They will not go on the site until Black Friday, November 27th. For those of you that do purchase on November 20th, if you're in Chicago, you can pick up your pack. And if you're out of state, we will be mailing them out on the 23rd. And so let me give you an example of what that 3 customers look like. Here's you, and you can be one of your 3 customers. Is that not amazing? Here's somebody, this person bought some hemp powered hair. That was you. One of your customers brought a vape, and one of your customers bought a bottle of gummies. So there is no limit, guys. There is no limit on the amount you have to spend. Our pre-rolls are $11.95. And so 1 share is what you're going to get, equals 1 share for every month that you qualify with 3 retail orders. Now, the shares go up as you rank advance. So for jades and pearls, you'll get 3 shares each month. For sapphires, you'll get 6 shares. For rubies, you'll get 8 shares. For emeralds, 10 shares. And for diamonds, 12 shares. Okay? And in our company, we never take a title from you. But if you are a sapphire, and that means you have to do 10,000 or more, dollars shy of $24.99. That's the 9, and you'll be a sapphire, and you'll get your 6 shares. But if you end up not hitting your sapphire rank, you don't do the 10,000 that month, well, you'll get paid as a pearl or a jade. So you'll get 3 shares. Okay, whatever you finish at that month, whatever rank you finish at, the volume you do is how you get paid. So what if you don't get the 3 customers for the month? Well, we don't penalize you for the whole quarter. So say the quarter is January, February, and March. You made your 3 customers in January. You made your 3 customers in February, but March you didn't. We will pay you what you're owed for January and February. So a special announcement is, guys, we're waiving customer requirements until January 1st, 2021 for everybody who pre-orders on or before November 15th. So which means you don't even have that customer requirement until the end of the year. You can't get any sweeter or better than this, okay? Once 2021 starts, you will need 3 retail customers monthly. 1 customer can be your own personal retail purchase. If you miss a month, you do not lose your status as a founder. You just wouldn't get paid for that particular month. So again, our existing dispensary, we have our founders from last year on the wall right here. You see the skyline of Chicago. We're bringing that down. We're making room for the world map because we will be international, and we're adding all the names of all of our new founders right here on the wall. Isn't that exciting? We are part of history. And guys, just think about it. We already know where this company is going. We know that we're going to be the most successful, reputable cannabis company in the world. We want you to join on in our vision so you don't miss out on being able to share in the revenue, gross revenue of Wakana as we grow year in and year out. Again, this is our global vision. And so we want you to have the most financially successful holiday season yet. This will by far. Last year on 4 days, what was done was unbelievable. Can you imagine what's going to be done this year when we start out the first 2 weeks, letting people come in getting 1,000 points, 2,000 points. I see so many diamonds in Wakana this time. Next month, absolutely, next month. And so guys, that is the presentation. I'm going to open it up to see if there are any questions out there, and just put it in the chat box. You might have some in there already. Wealthy wins. Okay, Shirley. In the beginning, was it said for those members and new members, and then we'll get it. I don't quite understand it, but I'll say that it's the beginning or the middle or the end. Everything that has been said the same from day one. So if you get started as a person buying a pack for the first time at $15.99, that's worth 2,000 points, the 1st through the 15th. And if you buy the $7.99 pack, it will give you 1,000 points from the 1st through the 15th. Once November 27th comes, that 1,000 points becomes now 800 points. That 2,000 points becomes 1,600. Okay, any other questions, guys? You can purchase the package with a debit card, but it'll still be a 5% charge if you do it between the 1st and the 15th. And guys, know that you have to add your state and local taxes. When you are mailing those checks in, it must include your state and local taxes. So make sure you know what your state taxes are. Make sure you add that to the $15.99.95 or the $7.99.95, because unless those taxes are on there, you will not have a completely full paid package. Any other questions, guys? No more questions. I really want to answer any questions that you have. So I don't see any more questions. Would anybody like to unmute and speak? Going once, going twice.
Yes, Phyllis.
Yes.
How are you? This is Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Good evening. Now, would you know the math on the exact cost for Illinoisans?
Illinois is 10.25.
10.25.
Right.
That's 10.25 to add to the
To
799.
the $7.99 for you in your case.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Great presentation as always.
Thank you. Anybody else out there? Well, guys, I'm going to jump off because Melissa is doing a phenomenal training on Canva, and I'm going to get on that 6:30 training. So I hope we all are founding members, but more importantly than you, tell everybody you know, because you're going to regret it if you don't. You're going to let people miss out on an absolute phenomenal opportunity. With that being said, we're here tomorrow. I do an overview, a little lunch and learn overview at 12:30 p.m. That is on the site. You can see the number, the ID number, and then tomorrow night I'm back here again going over this for any new people that you would like to add or any prospective business partners that you want to hear it. Bye now.